Hey guys, fishing and stuff. Today, we're going to talk about the best time to buy fishing gear. Well, one of the best times to buy fishing gear. Well, the cheapest time to buy fishing gear. We're going to talk about it, so stick around. Today, I was going to share a video with you that I did for Steve Douglas. If you don't know who Steve Douglas is, he's the catfish dude. And he also runs the Catfish Conference that's in Kentucky every year in February. Well, this year they couldn't have the Catfish Conference as normal because of the coronavirus. So they did it online. They did a live stream. And it turned out pretty good. And I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box of this video. Now, the Catfish Conference, Bass Expos, and stuff like that are the best time to buy fishing gear because they run really good sales. I like waiting until the Catfish Conference to buy what I want because everything's on sale from every different company, from clothing companies, rod companies, you name it, it's on sale there. And it's really the best time to buy it because you also don't have to pay for shipping on everything. But anyway, let's run this video. Hey guys, fishing and stuff. Today, we're at the 2021 Catfish Conference. Well, we're in my building, okay? But this year's Catfish Conference is virtual. So, technically, we're at the 2021 Catfish Conference. If you don't know who I am, I have a channel on YouTube, and it's called Fishing and Stuff. And believe it or not, I build fishing stuff. I do lots of different kinds of DIYs. If you've never seen it before, go over and check it out. I think you'll like it. This year is my 4th Catfish Conference. And this year's Catfish Conference is kind of cool if you think about it because I hear people all the time saying, I wish I could go to the Catfish Conference. It's too far away. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. This year, everybody gets to go. And everybody gets the benefit of the great savings that they have at the Catfish Conference. From my experience, there's 2 times a year that's best to buy fishing gear. The first best time of the year to buy fishing gear is Black Friday. All the different catfish vendors have good deals on Black Friday. The other best time of the year to buy fishing gear is at the Catfish Conference. Because at the Catfish Conference, they get all the vendors together and you can find just about anything you're looking for. From bait tanks to terminal tackle, it's all at the Catfish Conference and it's all on sale. And though I'm gonna miss the in-person Catfish Conference, there's some other good things about this. I mean, it usually costs me $600 to $800 to go to Kentucky. I rent a car, get a motel room, pay for gas, pay for eating. You can spend all that money on fishing gear, plus you ain't even gotta pay for parking. Yeah, this year's Catfish Conference is going to be awesome, but there's still things that I'm going to miss about the in-person Catfish Conference. So, I made a list of the things I'm going to miss about the in-person Catfish Conference. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to miss about the Catfish Conference: hanging out with other YouTubers. The Catfish Conference is basically like a big YouTube meet where you can see just about any fishing channel or any channel having to do with catfish in general. They're there. But I love going to see the other YouTube channels that show up at the Catfish Conference. And let me tell you, there's some characters there.
Really? Oh, it hits me. Yeah, like that.
Another thing I'm gonna miss about going to the Catfish Conference in Kentucky, even though this is a virtual Catfish Conference, we're not gonna get to catch the virtual catfish. Every year, Big Cat Fever brings a virtual catfishing machine to the Catfish Conference. And it's really fun to watch the kids of all ages try to catch catfish on this thing. I mean, it's a blast. It's always one of the biggest hits of the Catfish Conference. I'm also gonna miss the Catfish Cook-Off. Every year at the Catfish Conference, they have a Catfish Cook-Off. And they let teams enter into a competition where they all cook different catfish recipes, they pick judges, and they give out trophies to the winners. And that's just another thing to miss about the in-person Catfish Conference. When you get to go to the Catfish Conference, there's pros there, there's tournament anglers, there's every level of fishermen there you can think of. I mean, you can really learn a lot from these guys. Plus, if you see one of them walking around, you just whoop out your phone and say, hey man, can I do an interview? And they'll tell you anything you want to know. I want to ask you a question. What's your secret to catching big catfish?
Go where there's lots of big catfish. I mean, it's the dirty little secret, right? You know, man, I don't catch catfish in crappy lakes.
Luck. I mean, Liz gotta have luck, but I guess the secret is time on the water. You gotta fish a lot too.
Bait would have to be number one, and then putting in the work. You know, if you go out and sit in one spot all day and just say, "Oh, the fish aren't biting," you know, that's what I feel like a lot of people do.
What's the most important piece of gear you use catfishing?
Be a rod and reel, because you can catch bait with a rod and reel if you had to, and you can turn it around and catch a big fish.
With the number one bait that I like, it would have to be bait tanks.
It's genius.
It'd probably be my good looks.
You'd probably
I catch anything with that.
If you can only use one bait the rest of your life.
Gizzard shad.
Okay.
It's hot dogs soaked in Kool-Aid. Gizzard shad. Easy peasy.
In my water system, it would be skipjack herring.
Probably have to be skipjack.
Probably Muna.
But be careful, because every once in a while, they'll lie to you. Mr. Tuttle Spud.
Total Spud Productions.
I just had a question for you. What's your favorite catfish bait?
That's a hot dog.
At the Catfish Conference, you said you soaked them in cherry Kool-Aid.
Hey, weren't supposed to tell nobody about that. It's a secret. Hello, it's Dieter.
Hey, Dieter, I got a question for you.
I got an answer.
If you could only take one bait, what kind of bait would you take? Come on now.
One bait. I had to say.
One bait.
You know what I want to say?
Say it.
Strawberry jelly chicken.
Now, at the Catfish Conference, you said shad. Kind of busted you there a little bit, didn't we? See there? You can't trust a fisherman. And something else I'll miss is looking at the boats. Oh, they got boats. They got pro cats. They got storm cats. They got bay boats and pontoon boats. You name it. And they got them all in one location. That's what's cool. And you can see all the new features and the new boats that's come out on the market. And you can make plans in your head for what you'd like to have. Even though I can't afford one, I still like looking at them. Something else I'm gonna miss about the in-person Catfish Conference is all the catfish gear. There's nothing like getting to pick up a rod or a reel that you've been eyeballing for a while and getting to feel how smooth it is, or feel the action on it, or getting to handle all the terminal tackle they got there. I mean, they sell everything, even the best clothes for catfishing, you'll find it there. But you're also gonna find it here today and tomorrow. But the number one thing above everything else that I'm gonna miss about the in-person Catfish Conference is getting to see you guys face to face and talk to you. I really am gonna miss that. So get your credit card out, get ready to save you some money. I got mine out. Anyway, I got some shopping to do. So as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next build. Now, if you missed the Catfish Conference, hurry up and get over there, because you got till Monday to take advantage of the sales and the discounts. So hurry up. If you ain't been on my channel before, I normally do DIYs. But go over and check out my channel page, and if you like it, click subscribe and click the bell so they'll notify you when I post videos, because I got a lot more good DIYs coming. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next build.